All right, welcome. My name is Paul Farmer, and what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be sharing with you how Home Business Academy can create real freedom in your life. And when I say real freedom, what I mean by real freedom is not just financial freedom. What I mean by real freedom is it levels you up in all aspects. So, personally as well, physically, like so your body, your mind, everything. And that's why I titled this Real Freedom. Okay. Because that's what this is all about. So I wanted to kind of share my story with you a little bit. And I'm going to be doing this ongoing because let me just share with you why I'm here. Like why am I even deciding to do this? And it's been something I've been wanting to do for quite some time, but I've just never done it. And the best way to do things is just to do them, just to take action, right? And figure it out as you go. You'll get feedback. I mean, they say that all the time. It's something I've always done. But for the longest time, I mean, I want to say I made about 200 live videos. You can go back and look. It's called Freedom Project Live, Freedom Project Live. And I was sharing all kinds of tips and value and everything over, I think for a year or two. Like I was doing those daily. And that was fun. I enjoyed that. It was, just me talking and sharing what I know and what I've been learning and that kind of thing. And you can definitely go back and check that out. It's on my YouTube channel, Freedom Project Live. I believe I even have uh, see what we got here. I believe I even have, let me just close that. I don't want that there. Um, I believe I even have, what do you call it? A playlist. I have a playlist where you could see all of those and you could see like I did them for a long time. But anyway, the whole point of this is because, I'm a marketer. I've been marketing online for like 12 years. I haven't had to work a job since 2013. I've been involved in way too many programs to count. I'm not proud of it. It's not something I'm happy happened, but it happened. And, I had to learn from my mistakes. I had to learn a lot of very tough lessons I see a lot of people having, like, learning now, like they're going through the process now where they're getting caught up in businesses that just are not built to last. Let's just be real. They're not built to last. And that's a big reason why I decided to do this, because Home Business Academy, I've been with them for just over 3 years and they're built to last. The founders do everything with integrity. They do everything where they give you more value than you pay for. They believe in following principle centered leadership. Everything is designed to uplift you, to help you attain freedom. So it's very different. This is like a passion project for the founders. It's not about making the money, it's about helping you become free. And that's their mission. And that's why they show up like they do. Uh, but let me just share my story. I don't want to make these too long. This is something I'm going to be doing ongoing. I believe this is kind of a test run to see how it goes. Like I'm still learning the controls on StreamYard. I haven't used it in quite some time. I trade like every morning. I do forex trading. I've been trading for a little over 3 years. So I started to do live trading, but I was fumbling around with the controls so much. I just decided to put a pause on that for now. I'm sure I'll get back to it, but it's just something I enjoy doing. But you know, I just wanted to come on here and share with you really why I'm here, like what brought me to Home Business Academy. And I've told my story before on other videos, but I figure, this is a good place to tell it too. So what happened was I was in a company that I thought looked good, right? The problem was, one, the compensation plan was not set up in a way where you could really get ahead on your efforts. Like you really were dependent on what your team did. And to make it worse, they started having issues with their payments. So when a person's subscription came up, they weren't getting auto renewed. Instead, what was happening is you would have to manually do it. So I would have to go to each and every person on my team. And at that time, I was bringing in a lot of people, right? I would have to go to each and every person on my team. It was like re-recruiting them all over again to come into business, right? So after a while, this happening, like I was just getting really fed up with it. And my numbers were declining and declining. I had a leader leave, a whole leg was wiped out. And it just got really, really bad. And I truthfully lost all, like, basically hope for this industry. Like, I was so disappointed in, like, there was nothing I really wanted to promote at the time. And I was just so disappointed in what I was seeing, the gimmicks, the lies, all the BS that goes on. And we're still seeing it to this day. Like, I see it every single day. These money grabs that so-called leaders do, they drag you along with them. You guys jump in with them. And I mean, the red flags are everywhere. It's like neon flashing red flags, but a lot of people don't want to listen to those that have been through it before. So they have to learn the hard lessons themselves. I learned the hard lessons. I've been through the fire, right? I've been there. And I do everything I can to let people know, like, really the shortcut is the long cut. That's something they teach in Home Business Academy. The shortcut is the true long cut. And what that means is when you're trying to take, the shortcut is the long cut, right? The longer journey, like learning the skills, taking the time, giving something time to mature and grow. What most people do, though, is they're looking for shortcuts. They're looking for what's easy. And I've been there and I've done that. And I know, like, from experience, every single time I have looked for what's easy. I have made a decision to get into something because I perceived it to be easy. Every single time, without fail, it blew up in my face. Every single time. And I could track back every time something did not go the way I wanted it to go. Something completely failed was because I decided to do it because I thought it was going to be easy. That's the cold, hard truth. And that's not something you probably want to hear. And I bet you, if you went back and you did the same thing, you went back and you go, okay, every place I failed, every company that I called a scam or I got taken advantage of, if you go back and you look at it, and you'll realize that, you know what? I was looking for that to be easy. I was looking for a shortcut. I didn't want to do the real work that's involved. And if you're honest with yourself, that's what you'll find. Anyway, my story goes like this. I was in a position where I got to a point where I wasn't going to be able to pay my bills the next month. I wasn't going to be able to pay my bills the next month. And someone I was actually recruiting for my business showed me Home Business Academy. And I already knew about Home Business Academy for a while because I knew who the founders were. I knew Mike, I knew Paul, and I knew them from 2013 when I was already getting a lot of value from them back then. So it didn't take me long to make a decision that I needed to do this. I needed to get started. I needed to be around these guys. I needed to be around this positive energy. And I knew that they wouldn't be taking advantage of people. I knew that I would get way more than I pay for. That's what I knew. So when I got started, I actually was going to get started at the lowest product level, which is the funnel builder. It's $25. And what ended up happening was I realized there were other options, and I realized I was leaving some bonuses on the table. So I went back and I purchased the HBA premium product. So now I have two. Now understand, at this time, I did not have the money. I was putting it on a credit card. So, but I did not have the money. I did not have enough to pay my bills the next month. I did not know how I was going to do it. So this is a step in faith that I took. Then what happens is this Freedom Literacy Academy pops up. So I already purchased the product. I get this Freedom Literacy Academy, and that's going to be another $500. And I'm sitting here like, crap, what am I going to do? Like, I don't want to wait and pay $1,000. I want to get it now. I know from previous experience, you always do everything you can to go all in from the start. You always go all in. You always position yourself to make the most money. So that's what I did. And it was a complete act of faith, step in faith, right? Because there was no evidence other than previous results that I've had that this would work out. But see, I came into it going, okay, I'm going to make this work, because if it don't work, I'm pretty much screwed, right? So I made it work. And I was able to not only cover my bills the first month, but have a surplus. And that only happened because I made the decision to get started. And the reason I made the decision, the reason I took the faith steps, is because I already know what these two guys, the founders of this program, Mike and Paul, provide. So that's how I got started in Home Business Academy. And, I talk to people quite often, and they're scared of $25. I'm not here to bash anything. I'm just saying, like, we got to get over this. You being afraid of losing $25 is irrational. Like, you will most likely go and blow it on a fast food meal, on a pizza, on eating out. Like, you'll blow way more money than that. But when it comes to something that can actually pay you, it's like this big, huge decision, which it shouldn't be. Is it an asset? This pays 80% commissions on all products. We have 3 products: the Funnel Builder, HBA Premium, which they give you 2 weeks free for 14 days, and Financial Literacy Academy, which you could get 50% off when you first come in. So anyway, that's all I want to talk about today. I just wanted to share my story. Maybe you got value. Hopefully you got value. If you did, leave a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Again, this is kind of a test run to see, how I want to do this, but just go to the link right below, liveyourbeachlifetoday.com. I can't see comments. Let me see if I can figure this out. I haven't done this in a while. I don't see any comments. I don't even know if anyone's watching. It's been a while for me since I've done this, so I'm going to have to get my feet wet, get back in the game. But yeah, that's really all I wanted to cover today. Make it a great day. If you want to learn more about Home Business Academy, just go to the link, liveyourbeachlifetoday.com. It's right on the screen. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I also have a full playlist on YouTube. Let me just show you that real quick. Oops, that's not what I wanted. So we go to, let's see here, scroll down a little bit. Right here, Home Business Academy. You can see all the videos I made over a period of 3 years. Not a whole lot, but there are some. And this is going to cover literally everything you need to know about Home Business Academy, give you an informed, so you can make an informed decision. I can tell you firsthand, like, when it comes to value, you can't beat the value that they give you, that they provide. It doesn't exist anywhere else. I will be getting more in depth as we go with the value, be sharing, advice, tidbits, things I learned, all that fun stuff as we go. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Make it a great day. Again, if you got value, just leave a comment. I'd love to hear it, and I'll see you in the next one.